Follow right along for this 10-minute feel-good stretching and mobility routine. We're gonna do 5 exercises, 1 minute for each one, and we're gonna aim to complete 2 rounds. So let's get started. So for our first stretch, we're gonna start off with shoulder flexion and extension. So we're reaching one arm up, one arm down, squeeze the shoulders back in behind, and keep alternating left to right. So this is a great feel-good routine that you can use every day as you're waking up to help loosen up those tight muscles and tight joints. So we're gonna take our time, 5 exercises, and it feels good to just kind of slow down the pace and focus on stretching. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. So breathe, you can add that squeeze in behind, keep switching sides. Exhale, squeeze here, inhale, and exhale again. We're gonna go into a lunge. So it's just a step back and we'll rotate to the right, rotate to the left, come on up, and then switch sides. Rotate right, left, and switch sides. So for this one, your eyes and head and shoulders are gonna follow your arms when you do the twist. And you don't need to go very low into the lunge. It's just a step back, getting a good stretch into the hips at the same time. And keep switching sides. Great for the legs, hips, spine, and lower back. And nicely done. For the next one, we're gonna go into a floor reach. So your feet can go a bit wider than hip width apart. We're gonna do reaching down towards the floor, exhale, and reach up high. If you can't touch the floor, that's okay. You reach down as far as you're comfortable with going. And stretch and kind of reach back at the top. Very nice. So you can inhale down and exhale, reach up high. Great for stretching the hamstrings, lower back, shoulders. So what I really like about all of these is that they're a combination. And so you're really getting all the benefits from doing kind of multiple joints at the same time. Very nice. Let's go for one more. And now we're going to head over to your wall and we're going to be doing a calf stretch. So here's where we're going to hold for 30 seconds on each side. So a nice long step. Keep the heel of the back leg down. And we're just kind of sinking into the stretch, getting a stretch into the hips and then the calf muscles as well. We want to breathe, sink deeper into the stretch if you can. And we'll come on up and switching sides. And so we'll keep holding a few more seconds. For our next stretch, the 5th one, we're going to go into a seated position. So if you have a chair close by, we're going to need that. And nicely done. So here we go for a 5th stretch. This is a number 4, seated number 4. So we're aiming to cross one foot over and gently press this knee down. So if you can't get there, what you can do is you can alternate and pull sides. But if you can, I want you to try gently pressing that knee down. You're sitting on the edge of your seat, just like that. Sitting tall, gently pressing that knee down. You should feel that right in the side, the hips and glutes. And let's switch, same thing on the other side. So you'll notice one side is going to be a little harder than the other, which is normal. Definitely feels good for the hips. One more deep breath. And nicely done. So that completes round number 1. We're gonna go for one more round since it felt so good. So we're gonna do shoulder flexion and extension again. Let's take our time. Make sure to add that squeeze in behind. And keep it up with your breathing. So exhale, open up, squeeze back. Couple more. And now we're back to our lunge and rotate, twist across both directions. Come up and switch legs. If the shoulders get fatigued from having your arms up, you can just bring them down a little bit lower if you need to, because it is tough keeping the arms up like that. And keep switching. Let's take our time. Nice long step if you can. Get more of a stretch into the hips. Very nice. Let's go for one more each side. You're doing great. And final one. Now to our floor reach. So feet are a bit wider than hip width apart. Reaching down and then extending and reaching up high. Here we go. As you do these more and more, you're going to start to notice you can reach the floor easier. So it takes a few just to kind of warm up and get into it. Especially if you're doing this first thing in the morning, you'll notice it takes a little bit longer to get warmed up. But that's okay. That's why we're doing this. Very nice. We'll go for 2 more. And final one. And we're heading over to the wall for our calf stretch. Again, we'll go in for about 30 seconds on each side. Breathe, keep holding. And one more deep breath on this side. And nicely done. We'll come up and switching legs. If you have any knee issues, great stretch that you should be doing every single day is this one right here. Sink a little deeper into the stretch if you can. And nicely done. For our final one, we're going to go back to our seated position, and we're doing the number 4. Crossing one foot over and gently pressing that knee down. And an alternative would be just alternating and pulling that knee up if you can't get there. Because it's a tough one. You can definitely feel some restriction there on the side of the hips and the glutes, but that's why we're stretching this. One more deep breath. And let's switch over other side. Final few seconds. And nicely done. So that completes our 10-minute stretching and mobility routine. Those are definitely some feel-good exercises that you can use every single day. So thank you for joining me for this one. I'll see you again soon for the next workout. Great job.